Back. Let's get nasty. Previously on Kimba TV. My plans haven't changed. I'm single print binging. And it's another thing for you to see it thousands of times yourself. Does it have to come back there? No. Is it like a 65% probability? Yes. Happy Friday, everybody. How we doing? I don't know what it was. You know how I'm usually like peaking on my sleep deprivation on Friday? I don't know if it was just because I got to sleep alone or I don't know what, but I had such a good sleep last night. Like I feel great. Usually I'm dead. All right, let me get caught up here. Scared money don't make no money. Is anybody doing this? I just saw that it swept, huh? You know, but yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I already tried longing yesterday from all the levels that it should have bounced from if it was going to be bullish. So I mean, I'm not longing anymore. This might, you know what? I wanted to go back up to like 26.4. I was hoping this was the one that would take me to 26.4 so I could short it. Anyways, I'll nerd out. I just got here, so let me load everything up. What I can see right now is if S&P claims 4520, I think you actually have, believe it or not, a shot to try and make higher highs and tap 4550. That's all I know right now. So let me nerd out a little bit. I think the only place that I would probably think about shorting is like the 26.3. Yeah, but if you want to take a short here, you can if you want to. Yeah, it's up to you. I think I'm going to be a little bit more patient. Yeah, and I this. I want to take this. I want to take that. Then go down. So it just swept this. It just swept that. Look at that. That's a sweep. Close enough. The only problem with this sweep is the original one should have been the one that should have been bigger. So it's a little bit confused because, in my opinion, the two areas that I was attempting to long, that was the last like bullish level that it needed to bounce from. That's why I was hoping like DL Steel is actually here. DL Steel or somebody else was asking like, hey, why aren't you taking the long that you talked about last week? You know, so we had, if you remember, so I forgot what he was asking. I forgot what he was talking about, but remember when I got stopped out on my 250 Bitcoin long and I wanted to sweep that to get into a long back up to 28, you can't, that was to go grab this liquidity. To even have a shot to go grab this liquidity or even this liquidity or even this liquidity, you really needed to bounce from like a single print or like basically all of the levels where I was trying to long. That's where it should have pivoted to have any chance outside of this box. So in my opinion, you can long and you can scalp, but I don't think we get out of this box anymore. Okay, I like to swing for home runs, and so the areas where I was attempting longs, that was it to be able to get out of the box, in my opinion. You can still take sweeps and stuff like that, and you can long it, and you might be able to scalp along, but you're not going to get outside of this box. Instead, if we get close to the top of this box, I rather short it to be able to get the rotation to break this box. So Jian Lu, you could possibly long 25.2. That was the plan from yesterday. Good memory. But I would much prefer to get into a short here on that sweep and then TP at 25.2. Instead of having this go down and trying to long 25.2. So I'm pretty much I mean, you can kind of go back and kind of listen to my enthusiasm dropping for longs yesterday when I got stopped out twice. But yeah, it's so I don't think I'm gonna long 25.2, brother. I think I would much prefer lower for the Gucci higher edged long. Okay, but if I get a short from here, then I'm TPing at 25.2. Okay, but I need to let me nerd out a little bit. Let me nerd out a little bit. Hey! Get nasty! Get nasty! Get nasty! Get nasty! Hey, listen. Sometimes it's just about knowing what not to do. You know what I mean? Hey, I told y'all, I already tried longing yesterday. I'm not longing no more. And what did we just say earlier? Ain't nobody longing but 3 people. Okay, you know which 3 people? I'll give you a big clue. They like kimchi. And what do we say? Big ass bears are in big ass shorts. So sometimes it's just about, you don't have to necessarily juice, okay? But do we understand that longs are like really high risk? Yeah. Do we understand that nobody's longing? Yeah. Do we understand that big market making bears are already short? Yeah. Now long question mark. Now we long. If you were planning on longing down here, do you? Okay, but your brothers and sisters already asked a really good question about 25.2. I don't think I'm longing 25.2. So yesterday I said I don't think I'm gonna long anymore unless we go sub 25. So yeah, but trust what you're seeing. You know what I mean? Could there be scalp long opportunities? I'm sure. But like I said, man, I tried real hard to do longs yesterday, and in my opinion, if those longs didn't work, I'm not longing. So I'm still finishing my lettuce, but I just wanted to come out here and say Bugatti. So here's your next, right here. This is the thing that we were talking about. The sweep, when people were asking, are you gonna long 25.2? I don't know, motherfucker. You know what my answer is gonna be? Okay, if it does a sweep structure, then yeah, I'll take it. Oh yeah! I snuck off and got my bagel. Okay, now we good. So we gonna do this sweep live or what? God damn. Huh? No, motherfucker. This time it was only a $4 bagel. Get off my ass. I bought 10,000 bagels yesterday. It doesn't matter if you took a short or if you still attempted more longs. But, do you see why I stopped where I stopped taking longs yesterday? Even though it didn't work out, the levels that we were attempting it at, in my opinion, that was it. It was the single print or the value area low. Otherwise, it's poo-poo time. And I really don't want to long unless it's sub 25 now at this point. You might get bounces, and that's awesome. And so I'm not saying don't take any scalp longs, but like the way I like to go for like the bigger moves, you know, and I like the ones that have a nice solid edge in my favor. And so those 2 areas where we tried longing yesterday, even though it didn't work, even though it cost us a little bit, it also saved us money because I haven't lost any money trying to attempt longs. So like, even if you take a loss, let it provide value to you. So I hope that makes sense. it's not about the hyper focused attention on the actual trade that you happen to be in at that exact second. The only thing that matters is you're able to interpret what the fuck is going on. And sometimes it's not going to work. Sometimes the high probability stuff isn't going to work in our favor. And that's okay because we're going to be risk managed and we know exactly what we're willing to lose, and then that's it. Mao Gugi says, when you say that you long sub 25K, I would prefer that my long entry did not start with a 25. How is that? Is that better? Maybe we're going to get a long opportunity here. I don't know. But my point that I was saying, Mao Guigui, about that was, in my opinion, I thought where I was taking those long shots, that was it. And I said that, right? In my opinion, I thought that was it. It was either going to bounce from there or it's going to go lower. And I would prefer that my long entry did not start with a 25. So 24 is cool, 23 is cool, 22 is cool. But I think 25 is done for, because it should have bounced off of the value area low or single print, in my opinion. But we might take a sweep. So like, obviously we can all see it. You don't want to do that, okay? And you're not bullish until you can get above the swing high, swing low, golden pocket resistance. So you don't want to do that, okay? But like if we sweep this, it might be a long. We had this level for quite some time. Look, it's that one. So is it kind of starting to make sense? So that's why when I got stopped out on my 250 Bitcoin long, I wanted this fucker to get possibly stop all these longers out, right? Because if you were going to go, you want to stop out all of retail, stop out that motherfucker, right? But they stopped me out. Fuck. Okay, so that's why I was hoping, okay, let's get these fuckers for the big move up. And so, but we didn't get it, okay? And then we had some smart lions talking about, okay, didn't you want to long that? No, that was for, this is bearish now. We're going to stop out all these fuckers. So the first one that I initially wanted a long, ain't no way I want that long. That was the one for the bullish, okay? So you're either thinking, okay, this is going to get swept. That's why where I was longing is where it needed to bounce to have even a chance at going back up. Okay, so now I'm playing the stop loss thesis, right? So that would be the first long attempt. That would be the second. This is the third. So we're coming up. At least, hey, volatility is back. You August Lions that joined us in August, you guys are so spoiled because you got so many volatile Macaulay Culkins. You got the old heads over here talking about back in our day. If you had a month where you got 2 Macaulays, you were lucky. And then like all these new Lions, they got like 4 Macaulays back to back to back to back. But August was dope, and I would expect September to be even more volatile. Next week, it's going to be pretty chill. We'll take a look at the gammas and really see if SPY is respecting the gammas. We'll see what kind of volume builds up on for the CPI and PPI days. So that's going to be a juicer. And I may be playing traditional markets. Yeah, I might do a little S&P long or an S&P short for CPI. And then obviously if that works out, I'm going to roll all the profits in for an FOMC play. Yeah, so I'll play FOMC if things work out well for CPI and PPI. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. You guys already know what it is. Exclamation play. Oh, Space Blob, you beat me to it, ladies and gentlemen. Like George Washington once said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Let's get nasty. Stop loss on a lower low. Uh-oh. Don't get stopped out. Come on, baby. It's going to be a close finish. It might go to like the 914. You know what I mean? Who just finished just now? Oh, swap it. You might make it. Swap easy for shizzy. Swap easy for shizzies. The BE stands for break even. You know what it is. Let's get it. Quiet 7 leading the way on the left-hand side. 2-Pec 33. D-Paw in the house over there. E2, I see you. Golkin, I see you. Jerked, I see you. Quiet 7 is first in the funnel. Quiet 7. Oh my goodness. Quiet 7. It's yours to lose. Quiet 7. Quiet 7. Congratulations, Quiet 7. We're gonna do more of these all week, all month. Okay? So everybody that got to see that from start to finish today, you kind of know what you're doing. And you kind of have a head start over some of the lines that missed this today. So there's really only two things that I'm doing. A sweep play here, sweep play there. So sweep long, sweep short. That's it. If it stops me out, well, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, if it fills me and then stops me out, there's no other trade I'm attempting. Maybe the 27 single print. Okay. And then the sweep long. So sweep long, sweep short. These ones I will take, assuming that it's a sweep structure. Okay, but no blind, no knife catching. Set alerts, and then take it. And as soon as I get filled, I'll put it on the Viper stream, the VIP stream. Okay? So if it does this, I'm in. If those 2 5 minutes are... I'm probably in because I'm going to set alerts. If it does this and this is a 5-minute body candle close, most likely I'm in. Alrighty. And I think you guys already said most of the important value levels up top. So let me just... Okay, so 25688 value area low. Okay. Yeah, there's an interesting 26,000 point of control up there, but the real, you know me, I'm big on the stop loss hunt thesis, and the best ones that have been working for that would be the single prints or the value area highs and value area lows. So if I were to short, the first level would obviously be that sweep, but if that sweep doesn't work, beyond that, it's like that 26,650, 700. And then that 27,000 looks really good. Obviously, the 27,200 is also golden pocket and POC. All right, so those are all levels that I'm really interested to short. I think, like, as long as people understand that just because you are wanting to short from there doesn't mean that you should just market smash into a long and looking for a TP up there. You know, if for some reason you big dicked front running this sweep and you're in a long from down here, or you played the sweep and you have a long from there, then that's awesome. But just because Coinbase and CME swept does not mean that you're not going to sweep on derivatives. So the probability of that coming back to sweep is still probable. And you know what's actually funny? That CME swept while it was still open. Okay, so if anything, it's two ways that you could interpret it. There is a high probability derivatives will sweep, or you could also be saying CME swept, so I feel more confident about playing this sweep long. That's why I'm going to set an alert, and I'm telling you if it looks good, I'm probably in it. So I actually, remember how we were talking about if it sweeps on Friday, but it it doesn't sweep on Friday and it sweeps on the weekend, which means that it didn't sweep on CME. It did the inverse of that. CME actually swept. Binance and big exchanges did not. There's different ways that you could use that data, but it's actually, so like if you're in that long, that's awesome. I'm hoping I get a chance to get in a long with you because CME already filled it. Okay, that being said, your conundrum, if you're going to play that, is it didn't sweep the big one on CME. So you know that later on at some point, it's going to sweep that too, which is what gives me the confluence or the strength or conviction to, if it went back up into the 26.4 and it's a sweep, I'm going to attempt that short. And if we go above into those value area highs or the lows or the POCs that we talked about, 27, 27.2, even more conviction for me to attempt it. But that still doesn't mean that you don't just blindly like be reckless with it. It still means that you're going to be patient. You still want some sort of edge, whether it's a sweep, whether it's a div, whether it's open interest, some sort of squeeze. Whatever it is that you're anticipating, you should still plan. You're not, even though we've identified these levels, it doesn't mean you just put blind limits. You still want things to be working in your favor. All we did was identify where. You still need to figure out when. Nut Martin says, back from cheering. Thank you for the giveaway. My pleasure, Nut Martin. We'll do many, many more. What do you think? What did you think about the format? It was pretty quick, nice and simple, right? I think it went twice. Literally, I was timing it. It went twice as fast as it normally does because I didn't have to wait the 1, 2, 3 minutes for people to DM me their UID. Hamlet says, "Will be VIP live." Yes, Hamlet. If this, either you'll see me take this long or you'll see me take this short on the VIP this weekend. And even if you don't see it on live, okay, I'm gonna do this. It's the same shit, brother. If it does this, and the 5-minute candle body closes here, I'm not taking it, okay? Unless my plan is to give it a 15-minute candle close, okay? But I'm going to pre-anticipate whatever time frame. The structure is what we've seen over and over again for the last couple weeks together. So you know that the candle close, whether it's a 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute, whatever your tolerance is, okay? Let me put it this way, brother. There's a POC down here. Earlier, I was like, wow, that would be really funny. Okay, but the further that you deviate on a sweep, the faster you have to bounce back. So if this POC, for example, was here, I would maybe tolerate a 15-minute body candle close. Okay, but when it's this far away, this bitch better go like this. And so for me, it would be like 5, maybe 7, 10-minute candle body close. It's got to give me a structure quick. Okay. But there is no right or wrong, and it's the weekend, so that could just be debate. You know, there's also a failed auction, okay? This is a failed auction. It looks like that. That's classic. You can see, it can happen on a bigger time frame. It can happen on a 5-minute, okay? But you have, you know, it's either going to be a failed auction or it's going to be a swing fail, okay? So there's structural help to decide if you want to take it or not, okay? And like, no matter what, let's say that you don't really, like, let's say that the candle body closed right here, and you're like, fuck, I know Kimba said right there, but I don't really know. No problem. Take the swing high, swing low, go like this, and just take the fib levels that you want. So whether you're going to be aggressive and start to fill before 382, or you're going to do that or whatever, do that. But you already have your stop losses set. So your risk reward is already predefined, right? That it really doesn't matter. Just make sure that your TP makes sense. Okay, so it would be the same thing for this too. So whether if it's a structure, because you saw me, I mean, the structure can still be there, but it can still stop you out. Okay, so you still need to make sure that everything is under control. You know, it's the weekend, so you're definitely not trying to swing for like you're doing big ass positions or anything. In fact, when you see it on live, it's probably going to be 100 or, yeah, it's not going to be like a 200, 250. This long and this short will probably be like 100. All of the ones will probably be like 100, 150 maybe. Alrighty. I'm rooting for you guys, though. I think it's going to be an interesting weekend because there's something really interesting going on over on Bybit. So there might be an interesting move this weekend. We'll see. I haven't seen this like kind of CVD formation and open interest on a Friday in a long time. So yeah, I'll take a shot here and there just in case there's some funky volatility. All right, y'all. Well, let me do this. Let me trigger the... There we go. All right, market makers. Okay, y'all, 777 uncemented Rushafon bloody. I'll see you guys in the Discord. And let's get our resident risk management officer to say the last few words here. Where's our resident risk management officer? Where's our risk management officer here?